You're listening to Talking Raptors on Raptors Republic. 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 Talking little Raptors on Raptors Republic.
Welcome to episode 5 of season 6 of Talking Raptors. Barry Taylor here with Nick Reynoldson. 12-1, buddy.
Unstoppable.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Unstoppable force, goddammit.
Of course, this is being recorded before the New Orleans game. And for some reason, you and I have a weird feeling about that game.
Yeah, I'm just scared.
I don't know what it is. Anthony Davis is a heck of a player, but
Yeah.
now we'll assume they're 13-1 as this
We'll be fine.
comes out on the airwaves on Raptors Republic. As always, raptorsrepublic.com. Shout out to those guys.
6 from a 6.
Anything happened with Drake this past week?
No, not that I know of.
Just out global ambassading still.
I Pusha T was at like Tyler the Creator's Festival.
Okay.
And the tech put up "fuck Drake" on the screen.
Whoa.
And Pusha T was like, no. He's like, no.
Even
No.
he was too. All right.
Yeah. He's like, that had nothing to do with me.
Too far.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I still think he took a shot at Drake. He's like, nah, that's in the rules. You can't do that, which Drake's whole thing was like, rules.
Well played, Pusha. Well played.
Yeah, he's a great villain. Just a great villain for Drake to have. By the way, Drake hasn't been to a game yet, right?
I don't think so.
His tour is he's still on tour, but
I was going to ask that. I haven't seen him, I don't think.
no, he hasn't been.
Maybe the 29th.
You know what actually does bother me about Drake? This is the only thing that bothers me.
Sure.
Is when he's not there, he obviously gives his seats to like whoever the hell in OVO. You know what I mean? Is on the email chain. Whoever replies first in OVO. And they're always friggin' late.
Oh, okay.
I
never noticed that.
I hate seeing empty seats. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Maybe you can hook us up. We'll get it there
we'll
early.
be there early. I was there early by accident last time.
yeah. We'll get there early on purpose.
On purpose, yeah. And especially after halftime.
I'll notice that now. For
Yeah,
sure.
like halftime, they don't get back till like 3 minutes into the quarter.
Disrespectful.
Just saying, man.
Like they got anything better to do? They're not Drake, right?
But even Drake's late too.
But he's Drake. He could maybe be like, oh, I was on the phone with Rihanna or something, you know?
You can text her.
All right.
We just got Kawhi. You know what I mean? I'm like, you
That's
didn't
true.
come see Kawhi play yet?
true.
He's on tour.
He's out there.
Should be done. He said when he gets off tour, he's making another album.
Really?
That's what he said.
Man's keeping
In
busy.
Edmonton, I think he announced that.
As you do.
Yeah.
When you get out there. This
Good God.
former City of Champions. They took down the City of Champions thing off their city sign.
City of Roses now? What is
I
it?
don't know. Just city.
Welcome to a city.
Edmonton, the city.
Thing 1.
Pascal Siakam is your NBA Eastern Conference Player of the Week. What? Come on. Who would have thought the first Raptor to get Player of the Week this year would be Pascal Siakam?
I don't even think Pascal thought he would.
So in 3 games this week, Siakam scored 60 points on just 29 shots, 73% field goal. Becomes the 8th Raptor to win Player of the Week, joining DeRozan, who won it 10 times, Vince, who won it 7, Bosch, who won it 7, Lowry 4, Mike James,
There it is.
one Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And what a week it was for Mike.
as a Toronto Raptor. Jalen Rose won it too. Shout out to Jalen.
Shout out to Jalen.
And Lou Williams. Mike James won an Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Didn't know that.
Welcome to Mike James territory, Pascal.
Yeah.
You did it.
One of those names on that list is not like the others. And it's not Pascal Siakam.
Holy crap. I saw someone mention this on Twitter. I can't find it right now, but to think that he wasn't even playing basketball 10 years ago, Pascal Siakam, and now he's an Eastern Conference Player of the Week in the NBA. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And he's just getting better, man. It's not like...
And is he even I guess you would say he's the 3rd best player on the team? Is he? I guess.
Pascal Siakam?
Right?
The 3rd best?
Who would be 3rd best?
I don't know.
Like right now, I guess theoretically, maybe Serge Ibaka. at this moment in time is better than him.
Right. He's supposed to be.
Right. Yeah, he is.
Money-wise, he's definitely supposed to
absolutely
be
supposed
better.
to be,
But it really goes Kyle Lowry, Kawhi Leonard are the best.
yeah.
The rest all just blend in.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Norman Powell at the... and CJ's half and half right there.
Norm's got his arm sling, just singing to himself on the bench.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Just muttering it under his breath.
Shut up, Norm. We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, buddy.
Watching game tapes in the fucking...
Just seeing the team flourish, and he's like, "Good God, how hard is it gonna be for me to get back in this rotation?"
I don't know what else to say. The guy's amazing. He's starting to get noticed around the league. He's got that spin move down.
That's how you have a big summer. Everyone was like, "Oh, yeah, I had a big summer." And you always hear guys had big summer. Remember Hoodie Mello? What a summer that was, eh? Didn't translate too much into anything.
Hoodie Mello, where'd you go, bud?
Yeah, but like everyone was talking about this kid, Siakam, and he's like, it carried into the season. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
It's pretty insane. I don't know. The man could barely dribble 2 seasons ago, and now he's this
Spinning freak of nature.
Eastern Conference Player of the Week. It's fucking... Life's funny, you know?
What? Yeah.
Where were we?
Follow your dreams, kids. Right
No
there.
kidding.
I think that definitely solidifies him in jersey purchasing status for sure.
Right.
Listen,
Right.
he's a contender.
That's a very good point. And I can't see him ever being traded because he's kind of Masai's boy.
Yeah.
Like, found him in the second round.
Yeah.
He's got the African connection.
I'm definitely getting a Siakam one before Ibaka.
Hey, man, I was going all in on a DeRozan one last year. Thank God I didn't make that purchase.
Good Lord, imagine that collecting dust in your room right now.
You know what's interesting, though? I got a Kyle Lowry one for Christmas last year.
That's right.
And I was like, hey, this is great. You know, but I was like, man, I would have preferred DeRozan.
I would have liked the DeRozan
In
one.
hindsight, great purchase.
Again, what a difference a year makes.
It really,
Holy smokes.
really does. But I think, yeah, Pascal Siakam is probably the number one jersey to get right now. They unveiled the OVO jersey, by the way.
Yeah, of course, midnight. That same midnight they announced it after we recorded it.
We
that would
recorded
happen.
the podcast, yeah. What do you think about the white one?
I like the black one better. I got to see it like on court as always. You know what I mean? With the OVO court, it might look crazy.
Right now, in my mind, I think I like the black one better too. But maybe
do they change the court as well?
Whoa!
Because Miami's court was crazy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I don't. That's a whole other.
yeah. Because they changed the court for the OVO, right?
Yeah,
So it's got to be a new court. I probably just flipped the colors.
maybe.
We're not stupid, goddammit. We see what you're doing here. It's not a June jersey at all.
I think the white one will look okay. I think it'll be okay, but I think the black one is probably better.
Yeah, I really wish they brought back the goddamn dinosaur this year, man.
Yeah, a Kawhi Leonard dinosaur jersey would be dirty.
Oh yeah, that's top of the list
More than a Pascal Siakam jersey?
for sure.
Really?
Yeah, this might be the only year you're ever gonna get that, buddy.
That's true. A Pascal Siakam dinosaur jersey.
That'd be crazy.
That's a great. There we go.
If I mean they got to play in that jersey. You know what I mean? I'm sure you could get it,
Yeah. Oh, you can get it for sure.
but you don't want it if he never wore that jersey.
Well, still kind of a nice ode.
No,
No,
no.
I might do it. Still.
Speaking of the city jerseys, did you see what the Spurs did with theirs?
No.
They got camo, baby. DeMar DeRozan's gonna
really?
be rocking
Oh, God.
camo like the good old days. Get a nice pair of khakis. Get
Yeah.
yourself the goddamn
The ugliest.
camo jersey.
Is it the digital camo?
You're damn right. It's the
Yeah.
digital with just the spur, like the spur logo. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. And just the camo.
Like just the U spur is what I'm saying.
Okay. That's, I guess.
And that's it. Very simple. Just camo the hell out.
I just don't know about the camo.
I hope they put camo on the floor.
Yeah, could you imagine that?
That'd be crazy.
People wouldn't know where to go.
No, you wouldn't know the players.
Keep losing them all.
And the Lakers one's cool too.
What's the Lakers one?
Black and purple.
Oh, right. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's okay.
Seems like everyone went darker and we went lighter. Like everyone's jerseys
Hey, man.
dark and we went
We
white.
the North, you know?
I know,
We're on our own.
for sure.
White like snow.
I guess that's what they were going for, yeah.
Same thing too.
On NBA.com, at the top of the power rankings are your Toronto Raptors.
There they are.
Sitting on top of the power rankings.
Most powerful team in the league.
A lot of power.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Real
I saw
strong.
that and I was like, yeah, fucking right, we're on the top of the power rankings. And then I said to myself, what are power
What
rankings?
do those mean?
Listen, I Googled, did some reading.
Mm-hmm.
I still have no idea what the
No,
power
it's
rankings are.
just a blog, I guess.
So NBA.com, the Raptors are on top. But then when you swing over to ESPN, Golden State are on top of their power rankings.
Wow, jeez.
Toronto come in third behind Milwaukee on ESPN, actually. So ESPN, their site says the ESPN NBA Basketball Power Index, or BPI, is a measure of team strength developed by ESPN Analytics. BPI is meant to be the best predictor of a team's performance for the rest of the season. It's done by how many points above or below the average team is. It accounts for game-by-game efficiency, strength of schedule, pace, days of rest, game location, and preseason expectations. Sure.
There's a whole lot of shit going on there.
Seems like a lot. But then when you go to NBA.com,
There's it says we make them up for
says-
storylines.
they say NBA.com's power rankings are released every Monday during the season and are just one man's opinion.
Yeah, at least you're telling the truth, NBA. Thank you.
If you have an issue or question, comment for John Schumann, send an email or contact him via Twitter.
This guy's got all that pressure on his back.
So why don't we just come up with a power rankings?
Yeah, we
is
can
my
make it.
thing. And I think the Raptors just sit on top of them every time we release them.
Yeah,
Like
they're
this,
solidified in top.
they,
They're definitely the most powerful team on this podcast.
I think there's a lot of power
Yeah,
in that team.
quite a bit.
Much more than any other team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I guess each week we can release our own power rankings. Is what the only thing I realized about power rankings is that you can just make them up.
Did we ever hit number one last year? I guess that's it. How
I
do
don't
you
think
know?
so. No, the NBA's go Toronto, Portland, Milwaukee, Golden State, and then ESPN's go Golden State, Milwaukee, Toronto, Boston. I don't know about these ESPN power rankings.
No.
Our power rankings are Toronto,
Drake.
Huskies.
A thing? 3.
Jimmy Butler finally got traded, and he's with the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's my question to you. Are you worried about Jimmy Butler and the Philadelphia
No.
76ers?
No.
Me either.
I honestly, personally think Jimmy Butler is overrated, and I was scared to say that because I'm like, he's gonna come bust our ass. But I'm
he
like,
is
no.
a Raptor killer.
I think that's DeMar DeRozan's fault. We have goddamn Kawhi Leonard now.
It's true.
I'm not scared of Jimmy Butler, and I think they got worse.
Philadelphia did?
Yeah.
They gave away 2 shooters.
Who's shooting the ball now? Jimmy
I don't
every
know.
time?
I guess. Yeah,
There's a lot of like personalities going on there too, and like I don't know if Jimmy Butler and Embiid are gonna.
I don't know, man. I don't. It's cool to see him probably play with Embiid and Simmons, but I don't. I mean, respect them for sure. Worried about them? Not really.
No.
Are there? Let me ask you this.
Good luck, JJ Redick. Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler is gonna sleep with your wife.
Well, it's gonna make for a great JJ Redick podcast.
Oh yeah,
Get that guy man on.
Good God, yeah.
And the other thing too, I don't know. I always respected Jimmy Butler just because he did torch the Raptors so many times. But didn't this sort of taint your vision of Jimmy Butler? Like, don't you think he's kind of an asshole after this whole Minnesota experience?
Like parts of it. I think what he did in that practice was amazing.
In the practice,
that
that's
shit is
cool.
so gangster.
But just having so many, it was like almost he was holding press conferences.
Yeah,
after
that was
games he
whack,
played, and it
for
was just
sure.
Like, well, this is what I think now. It's like, yo,
Like if
Jimmy,
he just did that practice thing and never talked about it,
that'd be great.
that's so fire.
Right.
But you did Rachel Nichols' podcast, literally like still sweating after that practice.
And then he did 2 other press things with ESPN people, and I think one Bleacher Report person or something it was. And it was just like, dude.
But I guess like maybe he was just like really, he's like, yo, they're literally gonna keep me trapped here.
Right.
Fuck this. I'll tell everybody. I'll embarrass your team. Trade me, I said.
I guess so.
Which can be good for the league.
No. And now you've got that guy in the Sixers locker room, which I don't know, man. A lot of young players there.
I think he's gonna beat the shit out of Ben Simmons until he gets a
Gonna break
jump
some
shot.
fools.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing too. He's gonna kick open a Ben Simmons for an open 3, and he's gonna pass it. Just be like, what the fuck?
Kick it right back to him.
Sixers don't worry me. I'm okay with it. I'll ask you this: which teams in the NBA currently worry you?
Milwaukee.
Yeah. And Golden State.
What did you say about Brooke Lopez?
Brooke Lopez hit 8 threes.
That's
on Sunday
goddamn
night.
terrifying.
8. He hit 8. By the way, the Hamilton Skyhawks just picked him up in fantasy 2 days before that as well, so it worked out nicely.
That was a great work, Barry.
8 threes from Brooke Lopez. I didn't know he could shoot a 3. Never mind 8.
I see him hit threes. We hit some threes against us, I'm pretty sure.
But it's funny because out of all our buddies that I talk to, every single one says Milwaukee worries them, and every single person says the same thing, which I've never experienced as a basketball fan before. Everyone's like, man, they got so much length.
Yeah, they're so tall.
But it's just a weird thing to be brought up. Every single person I've talked to is like, their length, man, their length.
Yeah.
Even I've said it.
They're all like long-armed freaks over there at every position.
They legit, if there's a playoff series where it's the Milwaukee Bucks, I'm gonna be terrified. Not terrified.
We're still gonna beat them.
I'm gonna be focused and not getting blackout drunk until after the games.
I don't know about that. That's all. That's saying a lot, Barry.
The Celtics.
You gonna say dead sober through?
No.
The games?
No, but I mean, last year, remember, like the first round, just getting hammered, being like, "Yeah, we're gonna win this series."
Yeah.
I don't have that confidence.
No, yeah, for sure.
Boston, I'm okay. I'd get drunk watching Boston. I'm all right with them. I don't. They're playing terrible now. I don't think. Do you think they're gonna be that terrible for the rest of the year?
No, they won't be that terrible. We'll figure it out, but
right.
We're not.
Golden State.
Yeah, we'll worry about that when we get there. That's not a problem. That's the finals. Let's get there.
Good problem to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, right now, the only teams I'm like, man, if we played them in a best of 7, I don't know what would happen, is Milwaukee and Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise,
I still think we can beat Milwaukee in 7 games.
Yes. I think it's going to be tense, though. Mm-hmm. It's going to be close, is what I'm saying.
Well, we got your boy Nick Nurse to figure it out in the nitty-gritty, huh?
We do have Nick Nurse.
We'll see.
That's all we need, really.
Take 2, thing 4.
Speaking of Nick Nurse, his predecessor, Dwayne Casey, returns this Wednesday.
It's a glorious return.
Winningest all-time Raptors coach returns with the Detroit Pistons. Obviously, he's going to get a very warm reception.
He deserves it.
Standing ovation.
Yeah, he deserves that.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, standing ovation, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
It's the most winningest coach in Raptors history.
Listen, it's
not like we got fired.
If I'm there, I'm giving the man a round of applause.
You're not getting up.
Do I have a plate of nachos on my lap? I can't get up in that case, right?
Right. You're right.
No nachos, sure. I mean, if everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
He does deserve the standing ovation.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to see him come back, though. I guess. I don't really give a shit, to be honest.
What do you think he's going to say before he comes out?
Something that doesn't make any sense.
We got to be, please. Listen.
Yeah. A bunch of cliches. It's nice to be back, but, it's just one time we're coming back. And,
this ain't my house anymore.
Different to be in the other team's locker room, but, I'm just happy to be here. I had a lot of great memories here. My family loves this place, even though we didn't buy a house. We rented the entire time.
Hey, man, listen, the housing market's very expensive.
I've got millions of dollars, and yet I rented in the city of Toronto.
I'm not mad at anyone for being financially responsible.
He's
got kids.
Has anyone ever said buying property in Toronto is a bad investment?
No one's ever said that.
Right?
It's very expensive,
and this crazed... Well, I mean, he's got the money, buddy.
Yeah, well, he didn't have the job security.
I thought he did.
You want to have both, you know what I mean? Before you settle down.
Fair enough.
Grow those roots, I bet he probably owns 8 houses in Detroit.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Owns a whole street, Dwayne Casey Boulevard. Come on in.
He's got a shopping mall.
Yeah, 4 rocks.
A couple car washes. Oh, my goodness. He's got a mountain range. Just pound the mountains out here. It'll be nice to see him come back.
Buddy, hey man, you disliked Dwayne Casey way more than I did.
He's a great human.
You're not even moving nachos to give this man his ovation. I'm standing. I might stand at home. I'm not going to the game. I might get up.
You're gonna stand up,
Yeah.
Get up off your couch. There's no chance I'm doing that, but
you're not gonna get emotional. Well, how do you think Nick Nurse is gonna greet him? Like that's more what I'm like.
That man is not standing up. He's gonna give him the finger probably.
I kind of hope they fight.
That'd be cool.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
The post-game handshake?
For Dwayne Casey to lose his cool? No, during a call or something.
Ooh.
Where they're both closest to half. They're talking to a ref.
Yeah.
Someone's got to flip out. I don't think Dwayne Casey would ever lose his cool, though, like that.
It's too classy a man.
We've seen him lose his cool a few times.
Oh, interestingly, though, that video, did we talk about this last time? That crazy intro video and it had the clip of him and Masai fighting? Sportsnet pulled that.
Yeah.
can't find it on the internet anymore.
Because people thought it was disrespectful.
Hey, I fucking loved it.
I'm sure Dwayne Casey found it disrespectful.
I mean, it's reality.
Nick Nurse probably sent it to him directly. Hey,
Tagged him.
Yeah.
Nurse has it pinned as his fucking favorite tweet.
See you in Toronto, buddy.
November 14th.
I hope when we beat him, he just goes over to Dwayne Casey and just whispers, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks," and leaves.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Would you put a Dwayne Casey statue out front?
I would put one in front of Moore's. Not in front of the ACC, but I would definitely.
Do they have Moors in the States?
I'm not sure. I was going to ask you. I wonder if they kept that. I wonder if he's met Eminem yet. Is Eminem like their Drake, or is it Big Sean?
Ooh. Or is it Kid Rock?
I fucking hope to God it is not Kid Rock.
Dwayne Casey's hanging out with Kid Rock. Kid Pound the Rock.
Kid Pound the Rock with his he's wearing a Trump hat.
Dude.
He's got the MAGA hat on.
You're listening to Talking Raptors on Raptors Republic. Talking Raptors on Raptors Republic.
Just because there's not that much to talk about, I've got another random question I'll throw it at you here.
Let's hear what you got.
It's another Mount Rushmore,
Oh shit.
but it's only for Toronto Raptors media personalities,
Wow.
right? So I would assume, again, like the normal Mount Rushmore, DeRozan and Lowry were automatics. I would assume for the media version that Jack Armstrong and Chuck Swirsky are automatics, right?
Correct.
I think everyone's picking those two.
Mm-hmm.
So who are your other two Toronto Raptor media personalities for that Mount Rushmore?
Rod Black 100%.
Right, yeah, Rodney. All right.
Rod Black's
Yeah,
Black's
okay.
on there.
No, I like it. I got you.
We got Chuck, Jack, Rod.
Can you imagine going out with those guys for like drinks?
Oh, buddy.
Holy shit, that'd be fun.
You're gonna be hurting in the morning. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, so Chuck Swirsky, Jack Armstrong, Rod Black, and your fourth?
That's hard. I don't know, man.
Couple other options I'll throw at
What are you
you.
doing, Paul Jones?
I kind of like Paul Jones.
Me too.
actually.
That's what I'm saying.
He's pretty good, man. I saw him.
Paul Jones over Sherman Hamilton and Eric Smith for sure.
I could see that. Though I do like Sherman and Eric Smith too.
I like them both, but I don't.
Yeah,
I
all
like
three of those
Jonesy
guys.
a lot
no,
better.
No, I know what you're saying. We're ranking here for Mount Rushmore. Okay, some other options. The late, great John Saunders.
Right.
Dude, do you remember how crazy it was? He was calling Raptor games, and they were on City TV when the team started. Do you remember how fucked up that was?
I was young, man.
Buddy, City TV, it was just like all that channel had were movies and Speaker's Corner.
Is that Baby Blue too? See?
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, I was watching that.
And then they just somehow got the Raptors, and I was like, ah? And then it was John Saunders, one of the greatest
To watch
sports
a nice
media people of all time.
Raptors game and a nice Baby Blue 2 movie.
Yeah, that's a Friday night.
That's a Friday night.
Right there.
An Electric Circus, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Look at that programming.
Yeah.
Good God.
And they got the Raptors somehow. Anyway, so I'd say John Saunders is up there. But a little Mo Peterson.
Nope.
Remember when that guy dyed his hair blonde?
Yeah.
What was it, playoffs or some shit?
When he first started doing it, I was like, oh, I don't even know if Mo can read that good.
Yeah, it's fucking. He had his shirt untucked and like a suit jacket.
Suit
was
jacket,
four
yeah.
sizes too big.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, Mo, you're on TV, bud.
Yeah.
It's not
Dude,
radio.
you look like you're going to a high school dance right now. Why are you dressed like this, Mo?
Okay. And then this guy actually might be my fourth, Sam Mitchell.
Sam's good, yeah.
I like Sam on a panel. Man, I wish they would have Sam do color commentary during a game.
Yeah.
If they could have Jack and Sam Mitchell with Devlin, that would be nuts.
Yeah.
Like a 3-person team.
Woo,
you know?
that would be crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, for sure, Chuck Swirsky. For sure, Jack Armstrong. You've got Rod
For
Black.
sure, Rod Black.
I respect the Rod Black. Yeah, let's go for sure, Rod Black. And then
It's one of the most entertaining just men in general.
he really is.
I don't know if it's intentional most of the time, but good Lord.
He's a great man.
I watch him every time. I'd
And-
watch that dude do anything.
Apparently one of Charles Barkley's good friends. So you know he's got some shit going on.
He's partied. He's seen some shit. I saw him in the mall. Remember? And he just nodded at me.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
with his family, so I didn't want to be like, I think you're the greatest.
That's respect.
You're on my Rushmore.
Just know that, Rod Black.
Yeah.
We got to track that man down.
Hey, man, he's walking with his family in the Eaton Center.
It's
I don't think a lot of people recognize him.
really?
He's got that hat on. A lot of people aren't looking for Rod Black, you know what I mean?
He is kind of like, there's nothing really distinctive about him, you know? He does look like like just normal white Caucasian middle class man.
Yeah.
Though he's not middle class, he's clearly upper class. But.
Oh, yeah.
So Jack, Chuck, Rod, and then it's down to Sam Mitchell, John Saunders. I like that Leo Rowdens and Matt Devlin didn't even get thought of.
No.
Maybe a nice little side sort of sculpture would have Paul Jones.
Yeah.
And maybe a Sherm and an Eric, too. Just
For
to
sure.
The side.
Yeah.
They're
It's a smaller mountain.
Yep. Yep. Little hill, maybe. Hillside?
Absolutely. On the foot of the...
Right. When you're like halfway up, they're like, here's something, here's a little taste of what you're about
It's
to
a
get.
nice little plaque halfway up the mountain.
Bobbleheads.
Yeah.
So who's your, so
You got to go Sam Mitchell, then.
that is pretty good. Sam Mitchell, Rod Black, Chuck Swirsky, Jack Armstrong. That is the Toronto Raptors media Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I might go John Saunders over Sam Mitchell just because that guy was a fucking legend.
Like too young.
And he was from Toronto.
That's huge. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, dude, he's like one of the ESPN's greatest all-time
You gotta
dudes, and he came home to do the Raptor games on City TV for the love of God.
Oh, you got to kick off Sam then.
You know?
What are we talking about? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. John Saunders, Chuck Swirsky, Jack Armstrong, and Rod Black. That's a night out right there.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Imagine getting in that limo.
Oh, buddy.
Now, a lot of people talking about Thing 6.
Let's go to the polls and check out Twitter. Fired up a couple polls since the last podcast. They went pretty well.
What do you got going on?
The one poll was Sixers got Butler. Are you worried? 73% of the people said they are not worried. 27% a little bit worried. And the other poll that went up this past week, all kidding aside, are we ever going to lose again? 21% said maybe, 79% said no. And
That's pretty...
We haven't lost since that poll went up.
People
So
know what they're talking about.
seems pretty accurate to me. Well, we got some good questions this week, as we do every week, really.
Yo.
D. Mitchell, though the Raps will go 81-1, do you think they lack physicality in their lineup? Maybe get a couple of goons for postseason bullies. We got the Moose.
Yeah.
I think we're good. Yeah?
Yeah. JV can hold his own, too. Also, Serge will beat the shit out of people.
That's right. We're good.
We don't need goons. Some of our good guys will put their fucking hands on people. We're all right. We're just better than everyone. We don't need goons.
Greg R., is the East finally on its way to becoming par with the West? Sure.
Yeah.
I think the Jimmy Butler trade helped that out.
There's a lot of bad teams in the West, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think it's like that huge of a gap.
I also like that Houston's blaming their problems on Melo.
Poor guy, man.
Dude, they have no defense, and that's not... I mean, he doesn't play defense, but
No.
the rest of the team doesn't play defense.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway. Sagasaurus Flex. With Pascal playing extra spicy these last few games, what are your extra spicy takes for the remainder of the season? Also, fuck Philly.
There it is.
Extra spicy takes. Fred VanVleet's winning Eastern Conference Player of the Week sometime this season. How about that?
That's spicy.
That is muy spicy.
Yeah.
Muy caliente.
There it is.
Do you have a spicy one?
Surge is dropping 40
Holy shit.
by the end of the year.
Whoa. Okay.
How about that spice, huh?
Muy. James Keast. Shout out to James.
Shout out to James.
Do you think our bench, JV, OG, CJ, Fred, and DeLon, could win 45 games and make the playoffs in the East? That's a great question. Man, I think they could challenge. Yes. 45 games, I'd say yes.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, Valanciunas, his efficiency's been bananas. Anunoby's been great. CJ's a disaster. Fred VanVleet's going to win, Eastern Conference Player of the Week sometime this season.
Yep.
And then the mitten is the goddamn mitten.
He's got that mitten.
Right? So that's 45 games. You on board with that?
I'm on board with that.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't sound very confident.
I mean,
Not a lot of confidence.
sometimes they don't get, they need Kyle in there. Sometimes there's not a lot going on.
No, they do.
On the offensive end there.
Kyle
A
Lowry.
lot of pressure on Freddie there. A lot on his shoulders.
You know what? That's why he becomes Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Yeah.
Right?
Leads his team to 45 wins.
Birdbones Hayward, if we meet Philly in the playoffs, would you kill the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith, for the cause? Yeah, I mean, if it's going to help us win the series. Sure.
Kill Will Smith?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well.
What did you? No, I'm not never killing Will. Will Smith is a goddamn legend.
For the Raptors?
Will Smith.
Just listen.
You see, do you know the things that Will Smith has made and will continue to make in his life?
Yep. Okay.
Do you know how big the Fresh Prince was in my life?
Do you know how big a fan I am of this basketball
Me
team?
too.
Buddy.
I'm not killing Will Smith, though.
All right.
Against who? Like, who's he? I don't understand that question, I don't think.
He's
I
saying...
just got really upset. I mean, why would you ask me to kill Will Smith?
I think he means it like in terms as like a sacrifice. Like a human sacrifice.
Like, we have to... No, we'll kill Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is also from
that's
Philadelphia.
even easier. Sure. Easily kill
Will
Kevin Hart. No
Smith.
problem.
Jesus
Okay, Will Smith
Christ.
lives.
Bad
Kevin
Boys
Hart's gone.
3 is coming. You want to
That's
kill
right.
Will Smith?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, we'll wait for Bad Boys 3. Fair enough. Kevin Hart, you're dead. Keith Snellgrove, do you think the Leafs having a decent season is too much attention from the Raptors? Is taking too much attention from the Raptors' dominating season? Maybe. I'm going to be honest.
It always does, but
Yeah, that's sort of the reality.
if the Leafs suck, they're taking attention away from the Raptors.
Yeah, and I don't really...
That's just the city, baby.
The Leafs are doing well, I'm assuming, now?
I think I don't know.
They got all this
right.
young, right? Okay. That sure, maybe, but that also helps us get under the radar, right?
I mean, we're under the radar forever.
Yeah.
We're gonna win a goddamn championship, and we'll be third in power rankings. That's what it's gonna be. They don't give a shit.
Toronto power rankings?
Yeah,
The Argos are top
Yeah.
every week. Adrian J., how many beers does Nick drink if the Raptors beat the Warriors on the 29th?
Same amount. Same amount I would if they lose. So
Too many.
It's about the same.
Yeah, blackout them out.
Going standard. What day is that? Thursday? What day?
Does that really matter?
No, but like Mondays. Mondays I take it easy.
Oh, all right, well.
Mondays because we play basketball. I don't know.
Right.
It's kind of, come on, man.
Touche.
You're getting old.
Karn Sharma, top 3 non-Raptor players you want to see on Serge's show. Wow.
Non-Raptors, he said?
Non-Raptors on Serge's show.
Ooh, that's awesome.
That's really good. Embiid?
Embiid would be great. No, but I think Embiid would know a lot of like the food, right? Like he would know what's up. Oh, maybe not, because
I don't know.
It didn't look like.
I just feel like he's not afraid to be outspoken.
Right.
So that always makes for entertaining, content.
Right. LeBron obviously would be amazing.
Sure. Lance Stevenson?
Buddy, Lance on anything would be great, except on our team.
I'll go with JJ Barea.
Is that man? Is he still in the league? JJ's.
You better believe he's in there.
God bless.
Joshua Chan, who's the most overrated player in the league?
Jimmy Butler, get out of here.
How about this? John Wall.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you know that his contract has some crazy kicker where if he gets traded, it increases like some stupid amount, like $20 million or something like that? Like he's already got the gigantic contract.
Really like Washington, eh?
If he gets traded, the team that gets him has to pay an extra. I can't remember what it is, like $20 million or something.
That's when you buy a house right there. I think I'm going to be in Washington for quite some
security.
time. Yeah,
that is job security.
Yeah.
Campbell Mack, Eric Montross, Zon Tabak, Arujo, or Oliver Miller. Who are you starting your franchise with?
Wow.
I will say Oliver Miller, I believe, went to jail for pistol whipping.
That's what I was going to say. And that's who I was starting.
Oh, you use it for that reason?
Yeah, because I'm going to have
fiery.
A bunch of felons on my team.
Well,
that earlier question about the goons, well, I'm building my team with only goons, and we're going to see what's happening.
He's one of the best.
Everyone. Violating parole, it's going to be crazy. We're going to have 3 guys at one game.
Bellis, can we trust Ibaka? I've been hurt before. Ugh, that's really a good question.
Can we trust him?
I don't know, man. The way he's playing right now.
I'm trusting him until he gives me a reason not to, until he goes back to what he was doing last year.
Also, this is the first time since he's been here that he's gotten to play the 5 the whole time.
Yeah, he looks like he gives a shit again.
Yeah, and I don't want to say that's Dwayne Casey's fault, but that's
what you're saying.
Nick Nurse's good work. Let's put it that way, right?
Maybe that was the whole fight.
Is that he was saying put the man in his natural position?
Yeah.
And Dwayne Casey's like pound the rock.
I want the Twin Towers there. I want him and JV together.
Right. Calvin Turland. What will happen when Jimmy Butler is introduced to Markelle Fultz?
I think we talked about that a little bit.
He's gonna cry.
That first day is gonna be pretty good.
J.A. Do we really have Kawhi? Is this all a dream? I used to read Talking Raps magazine. Yo,
big ups.
Shout out to you. It is. This is all a dream, and life is good.
And Talking Raptors magazine, pick them up on newsstands now.
Final question, Matt Jenkinson. We got to chant MVP whenever any one of our starters touches the ball. It's not a question, but it's a great statement, Matt.
I like it.
And I'm absolutely on board.
And we agree.
That is very good. Thanks to everyone who hit us up.
We should chant. That would be amazing if every time anyone went to the free throw line, like the fans chanted MVP, no matter who it was.
That would be good.
That's great.
I'm down.
That's encouragement these guys need.
They all deserve it, too.
Except for Norm.
You're really not feeling Norm this year, eh?
I don't know why I feel bad for him, too. Someone needs to get this fire, buddy. It's Norm.
6 from a 6.
Before we get out of here, got to do a shout-out.
It's time for the shout-outs.
Was doing a guest spot at Absolute last week.
Mm-hmm.
Walked up on stage. After the person introduced me, the host, Talking Raptors got a shout-out before I even said anything.
There it is.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Shout it out.
Got to see the guy after the show. His name's Aton.
Shout out to Aton.
Talked basketball afterwards. He is much like us in disbelief how amazing this team is, how good life is. So, yeah, thanks to Aton for shouting out the podcast
Saying what's up.
at Absolute Comedy and saying what's up. Don't know his last name. He's just like, I was just like, what's your name? He's like, Aton. I was like, no.
Oh, you don't want to ask for his full government. It's not necessary on a podcast.
I checked his ID. That's going to wrap things up. You are at Absolute Comedy all this week in Ottawa.
Holler at your boy if you're in
Preston
Ottawa.
Street. Now, this is actually airing on Tuesday, so tonight's your first night.
Yeah, but
There's a show Tuesday.
Come
right?
on the weekend, yeah. Don't come. Like, I'm only doing like 15 minutes or something tonight. Come for
okay.
the full show, like
They
Thursday,
do the
Friday,
Pro-Am
Saturday.
Tuesday.
And Wednesday's like, I don't know what the hell Wednesday is.
Okay. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 2 shows Friday, 2 Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And Sunday.
And Sunday, yeah.
AbsoluteComedy.ca. On Preston Street in Ottawa. The club is fire, too.
It's
Great club.
you're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be great.
Stop by.
I'm also there the week after that, but I'm hosting, so come the first week.
Right. The odds of you being drunk on the second week and incoherent, I'd say are probably pretty good.
On the second week?
Yeah, when you're hosting?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have a lot of work to do there.
No.
I
Hosting.
really only work for like 15 minutes, and
Exactly.
then I get to get blackout
most,
and
right.
do announcements at the end.
And then there's other people that if you fuck up,
Well, I'll fix it.
there's no worries.
Mm-hmm.
So this week headlining, next week hosting. Either way, absolutecomedy.ca to get the show times, tickets, and all that stuff. Ottawa, get out there and represent.
Mm-hmm. I'm taking a train for the
Oh,
first
nice.
time. Very excited. Never taken a train.
It's pretty good.
I'm pumped.
Will you ride backwards? Some people don't like doing that.
I mean, I would prefer it to ride forward, but I'll ride backwards. I don't know.
I kind of like riding backwards.
There's too much pressure though, because I want to enjoy everything, but I want to sleep too.
What time's the train at?
9:20. I made a huge mistake.
And what, it's like a 6-hour train ride?
Yeah, 5 and a bit.
Well, enjoy yourself, my friend.
It's gonna be good, buddy. Weed is legal.
Yes, it is. Have you smoked any government weed yet?
No, never
did
mind.
on
I'm
the
not saying
weekend.
this on the podcast. No.
On the weekend, I had some of Ontario's finest.
Was it just regular weed? Was it good?
It was all right. It was very, very, very well rolled. My buddy had bought some pre-rolls.
Oh, it's okay. I understand.
Holy Lord, like perfectly rolled.
Yeah,
like,
they're machine roll.
good
That's
God.
why it's not like what
It was great, and I'm
Edna back there rolling it for the
Listen.
government.
I'm pretty good at rolling joints. This government machine they've got going, not bad.
Yeah, but it's a robot. It's replacing everybody.
They really are. But you know what? If they're gonna put joints together like this,
You get your own personal robot. He just blows weed smoke into your face.
I am on board.
Me too.
Oh, hey, but by the way, next week we've got a special edition of the podcast. We're gonna give our picks for the Monstars for Space Jam 2.
Yep.
Tune in for that. That's gonna be a banger. But until then, enjoy the government marijuana. Enjoy Dwayne Casey's return. Boston on Friday. Great week.
Yeah, it's a good week.
It's gonna be fun. We are the most powerful team in basketball right now. Let's enjoy this, everybody.
Now and forever.
And on the Talking Raptors podcast, just a quick update about our power rankings. Still number 1.
Still number 1.
Still on top.
Let's go Raptors, baby.